My beloved child. Stop scrolling for just a moment, because something extraordinary is unfolding behind the scenes of your life. You did not arrive here by accident. There is a reason these words have reached you at this exact moment. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear is connected to a decision that has not yet been spoken aloud, but the echoes of that decision are already beginning to shape tomorrow. There is someone whose heart has been standing at the edge of a life-changing choice. They have replayed countless memories in silence. They have questioned every feeling, every missed opportunity, every unexpected coincidence that brought your paths closer together. They believed time would answer everything, but instead, time has only made one truth impossible to ignore. The next decision they make will not affect only them. It will reach into your story as well. Don't skip. Many people believe life changes through dramatic moments that everyone can see. But the greatest turning points often happen in complete silence. A single thought. A single realization. A single moment when someone finally admits what they have been hiding from themselves. That is where this story begins. Your soulmate has reached that invisible crossroads. For a long time they convinced themselves to wait. They searched for perfect timing. They looked for perfect certainty. They wanted every question answered before taking a single step. But something unexpected has started happening inside their heart. The excuses are becoming quieter, while the truth is becoming louder. Have you noticed how some days feel strangely different without any obvious reason? How your heart suddenly remembers someone you were not even thinking about moments earlier? Sometimes the deepest connections whisper before they speak. Sometimes your spirit notices movement long before your eyes can see it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine standing before two doors. One door leads back to familiar routines, comfortable habits, and unanswered questions. The other door opens into an entirely different future filled with hope, growth, and unexpected joy. Most people hesitate because they fear the unknown. But there comes a moment when remaining still becomes more difficult than moving forward. That is the moment your soulmate is approaching. Every conversation they have had recently, every unexpected memory, every quiet evening, every sunrise that reminded them of unfinished feelings, all of it has been preparing them for one decision. Not 10 decisions. Not 100. Just one. One choice that has the power to reshape two futures at once. Don't skip. Because the most surprising part has not arrived yet. There are moments when life quietly arranges everything behind the curtain before revealing the final picture. You may think nothing is changing because you cannot yet see the finished masterpiece. Yet every unseen detail is falling into place one piece at a time. Someone who once believed distance could erase emotion is discovering the opposite. Someone who believed silence could replace honesty is beginning to understand that silence only makes the truth stronger. Someone who tried to ignore what their heart already knew is finding it impossible to keep pretending. The remarkable thing is that this realization did not happen overnight. It grew through ordinary moments that seemed completely unimportant. A familiar song. A passing conversation. A forgotten photograph. A simple smile remembered years later. Small moments can awaken the biggest truths. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What if the delays you questioned were never punishments? What if they were preparing both hearts to recognize something they would have missed before? Timing often feels confusing while we are living through it, but when we look back, every unexpected pause begins to make sense. Right now, your soulmate is beginning to connect pieces they never understood before. They are recognizing patterns. They are remembering promises they quietly made to themselves. They are seeing your importance with greater clarity than ever before. This does not happen because of pressure. It happens because genuine understanding cannot remain hidden forever. Don't skip. There is another reason these words matter today. The decision waiting before your soulmate is not simply about emotion. It is about courage. Courage to stop running from what feels real. Courage to stop allowing fear to write the ending of a story that deserves a new beginning. Courage to believe that one honest step can accomplish more than years of uncertainty. That courage is growing stronger every day. You cannot always hear it. You cannot always measure it. But quiet transformation is still transformation. Sometimes the greatest victories begin while the world believes nothing is happening. Perhaps that explains why your own heart has felt different lately. Perhaps there have been moments when hope appeared without explanation. Moments when peace arrived unexpectedly. Moments when you sensed that something meaningful was getting closer even though you could not explain why. Those moments are reminders that not every important change announces itself loudly. Some changes arrive like sunrise. Slowly. Gently. And then suddenly the entire landscape is filled with light. Stay till the end. Because this story is only beginning. The next chapter will reveal what finally pushes your soulmate toward the decision that changes both of your lives forever, and why that single moment becomes impossible to ignore once the truth fully arrives. A quiet shift has already begun, even if no one around you can see it. Stay with these words because what happens next changes everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate believed they still had time to postpone the decision that had been resting on their heart. They told themselves, tomorrow will be a better day. Next week will bring more clarity. One more sign will make everything easier. But life has a remarkable way of revealing the truth when waiting is no longer the right answer. Over the last few days, something unexpected has happened inside them. It was not loud. It was not dramatic. It was quiet enough that almost nobody noticed. Yet that silent moment carried more power than years of unanswered questions. A memory returned. Not just any memory. It was a moment they thought they had forgotten forever. A simple conversation. A smile that lasted only a few seconds. A feeling they tried to explain away. Suddenly every detail became crystal clear, and they realized that what they once considered ordinary had actually become one of the most meaningful moments of their life. Don't skip. Because this is where everything begins to change. The heart has an incredible ability to recognize what truly matters, even after long seasons of uncertainty. While the mind searches for perfect logic, the heart quietly gathers evidence through moments that cannot be measured. Your soulmate has finally started listening to that quiet voice. Instead of asking, "What if this doesn't work?" they have begun asking, "What if this is the opportunity one have been searching for all along?" That single change in perspective is more powerful than it appears. Every future begins with one different question. Every new chapter begins with one different thought. Every life-changing decision begins with one moment of honesty. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine standing at the edge of a bridge you have been afraid to cross for years. On one side is everything familiar. On the other side is a future filled with possibilities that cannot exist unless someone takes the first step. Most people believe courage means never feeling uncertain. Real courage is moving forward even while uncertainty still exists. That is exactly where your soulmate stands today. For the first time in a long time, they are no longer allowing fear to make every decision. Instead, hope is beginning to speak louder. Hope is reminding them that meaningful connections deserve meaningful actions. Hope is reminding them that some opportunities should never be ignored simply because they require bravery. Don't skip. There is another reason these words have reached you. The decision your soulmate is preparing to make is not built on impulse. It has been growing quietly through countless invisible moments. Every lesson they learned. Every disappointment they overcame. Every unexpected delay. Every unanswered question. Every season of waiting. All of it has prepared them for this exact crossroads. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been meaningless. Even the moments that once looked confusing are now beginning to fit together like pieces of an incredible picture. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are people who spend their entire lives searching for certainty before taking action. But certainty rarely arrives first. Faith comes first. Trust comes first. The decision comes first. Then clarity follows. Your soulmate is beginning to understand this truth. Instead of waiting for every answer, they are becoming willing to take one faithful step toward the future. That one step is closer than ever. Can you feel how everything is becoming connected? The unexpected conversations. The meaningful dreams. The moments that seemed like coincidences. The sudden reminders. The quiet peace that appeared without explanation. They were never random. Each one has been gently guiding this story toward the moment you are hearing about right now. Don't skip. Because the next revelation is extraordinary. Your soulmate has started imagining a future they once refused to imagine. Not because someone persuaded them. Not because anyone forced them. Because their own heart finally became impossible to ignore. That realization changes everything. When a decision comes from genuine understanding instead of pressure, it becomes stronger than doubt. It becomes stronger than hesitation. It becomes stronger than fear. That strength is growing every single day. Every sunrise brings them closer. Every evening brings greater clarity. Every ordinary moment quietly builds extraordinary confidence. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Perhaps you have wondered why your own journey has included unexpected pauses. Why certain doors did not open when you expected. Why some answers took longer than you hoped. What if those pauses were creating space for two different stories to become ready at exactly the right time? Sometimes two lives must grow separately before they can appreciate the beauty of moving forward together. Growth cannot be rushed. Understanding cannot be borrowed. Every lesson has its own perfect season. Your soulmate is now reaching the end of one season and preparing to begin another. The remarkable part is this. They no longer see the future through the same eyes. Where they once noticed obstacles, they now notice opportunities. Where they once expected disappointment, they now expect possibility. Where they once focused on fear, they now focus on hope. That transformation did not happen because the world changed. It happened because they changed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most unforgettable stories are never created by luck alone. They are written by ordinary people choosing extraordinary courage when the right moment arrives. That moment is drawing closer. Closer than yesterday. Closer than last week. Closer than it has ever been before. Soon your soulmate will realize that delaying the decision no longer protects them. It only delays the future they truly desire. When that realization fully settles into their heart, everything begins moving with remarkable purpose. Conversations become meaningful. Choices become clearer. Confidence becomes stronger. And the path that once seemed impossible suddenly feels completely natural. Remember this carefully. One decision. One honest step. One courageous choice. That is all it takes to begin changing two lives forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what finally convinces your soulmate to make that unforgettable decision will be revealed in the next chapter, and once that final piece falls into place, neither of your lives will ever look the same again. Everything has been leading to this moment, even if it did not seem that way before. Pause here and listen carefully. The next few moments may completely change the way you see this story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate reached a moment they never expected. It was not during a grand celebration. It was not during a dramatic conversation. It happened in complete silence. For the first time in a very long while, they stopped trying to predict the future and simply listened to their heart. The noise of everyday life faded into the background, and one clear realization rose above every doubt they had been carrying. They finally understood that waiting for a perfect moment had become the very thing preventing them from living the future they truly desired. That realization was powerful. It changed the questions they had been asking themselves. Instead of wondering whether the timing would ever be perfect, they began asking themselves why they had waited so long to trust what had been growing inside their heart all along. Don't skip. Because this is only the beginning of what happened next. Every unforgettable story has a defining moment, a single point where everything begins to move in a different direction. That moment has now arrived for your soulmate. They started noticing things they had overlooked for months. The memories that once made them smile now carried a deeper meaning. The quiet moments they once ignored suddenly felt important. Even the smallest reminders began pointing toward one undeniable truth. They realized that some people enter your life for a reason that cannot be explained by coincidence alone. Some connections continue speaking even through silence. Some stories refuse to end because they were never meant to end. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this realization became stronger, something remarkable happened. The fear that had once felt enormous began to shrink. Not because every uncertainty disappeared, but because hope finally became greater than hesitation. That is how real transformation begins. It does not always arrive with loud announcements. Sometimes it enters quietly and changes everything before anyone notices. Your soulmate is living through that transformation right now. Each new morning brings greater confidence. Each passing day removes another layer of uncertainty. Each quiet reflection strengthens the decision waiting inside their heart. Don't skip. Imagine standing in front of a beautiful sunrise after a long night. The sun does not rush into the sky. Little by little, darkness gives way to light. Then suddenly you realize the entire world has changed. That is exactly what is happening within your soulmate. For so long they focused on reasons to wait. Now they are discovering reasons to move forward. For so long they searched for certainty. Now they are embracing possibility. For so long they questioned every feeling. Now those feelings have become impossible to ignore. This change did not happen because someone convinced them. It happened because truth has a way of becoming brighter every single day. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is something even more surprising. While your soulmate has been changing, you have been changing too. Perhaps without realizing it, you have been growing stronger. You have learned patience. You have learned resilience. You have learned how to keep moving forward even when answers were delayed. Those lessons were never meaningless. They were preparing you for a chapter that requires both wisdom and courage. Sometimes two journeys must grow separately before they can finally move in the same direction. That season is drawing closer than ever before. Don't skip. Because what happens next may surprise you. One evening, your soulmate found themselves reflecting on everything that had happened over the past months. Every conversation. Every unexpected memory. Every meaningful coincidence. Every lesson. For the first time, they stopped seeing isolated moments. Instead, they saw one complete story. It was as though scattered puzzle pieces suddenly formed a clear picture. The picture revealed one unforgettable truth. The future they truly wanted would never appear by remaining exactly where they were. A decision was required. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Soon. That understanding filled them with a quiet confidence they had never experienced before. Confidence built on honesty lasts longer than confidence built on comfort. Your soulmate is discovering that truth now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most extraordinary opportunities often appear ordinary at first. A simple message. A simple conversation. A simple decision. Yet those simple moments become the stories people remember for the rest of their lives. Never underestimate the power of one sincere choice. History has changed because of one sentence. Friendships have begun because of one conversation. Dreams have become reality because of one brave decision. Your soulmate is standing before one of those moments. The next step they take will not simply change a single day. It has the potential to reshape the direction of two futures. Don't skip. There is one final thought to carry with you before this chapter closes. Sometimes we believe we are waiting for life. In reality, life has been patiently waiting for us to become ready. That readiness is finally beginning to appear. Not through pressure. Not through fear. But through clarity. The kind of clarity that cannot be ignored. The kind that gently whispers until it becomes impossible not to listen. Your soulmate can hear that whisper now. It grows stronger every day. It reminds them that meaningful opportunities deserve meaningful action. It reminds them that the future belongs to those willing to take the first courageous step. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter reveals the exact moment that removes the final hesitation from your soulmate's heart, the unforgettable turning point where one decision is no longer just a possibility, but the beginning of a completely new future for both of your lives.